open it up, light comes on, 3 seconds later, turns off. So this is one of the cool things about having... Hi guys, today we're unboxing and setting up an LED strip kit. So this particular one is from Sonoff and it's the L1 Lite. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. So this is the latest LED strip kit from Sonoff. There is another LED strip kit from them, which has been out for a while now, and it's the Sonoff L1. So in terms of differences between the two, the Lite is not waterproof, whereas the L1 is. The beam angle on the Lite is 140 degrees, whereas on the L1 it's 120 degrees. The L1 Lite only comes in 5 meter strips, whereas the L1 comes in 2 meter and 5 meter strips. The L1 Lite can't be extended, but the L1 can be extended. The L1 Lite is cheaper in price, whereas the 5 meter version of the L1 is more expensive. Both of them can work with sensors, both of them can be cut, both of them work with voice control, and both of them you can use the app for it. So let's open it up and see what you get in the packaging. Okay, so you know the routine, I've laid out everything you get in the packaging, so let me quickly run through the items one by one. You get an instruction manual which is multi-language, you get a quality control card, you get a power adapter. This one's for the EU. The output on this is 12 volts, 2000 milliamperes. The connection on this is a DC connection, and the cable length on this is 140 centimeters. You get a remote control, and there's a plastic tab here. If you pull that out, that engages the battery that's just below here. And that's the battery it takes. Next we have the smart Wi-Fi controller. This is where you plug in your LED strip and the power goes into this cable coming off here. The cable length on this is 7 centimeters and the other cable is 10 centimeters in length. And on the end of there, that's the pickup for the remote control. Next we have the LED strip, and the connection point to the controller is just over here. You can see the LEDs on there. Obviously there's no waterproof covering as it's not waterproof. The cut points on this strip are every 10 centimeters and the cut points are where the copper connections are. So you just cut through the middle there. The gap between each LED is approximately 2.7 centimeters, and for every meter you get about 30 LEDs on there. General build quality seems fine, and looking on the other side, you've got the standard sticky bit there, so you just peel that off and you can stick it onto a surface. Let's get everything connected up. So on the controller, you've got the DC connection point, so you just plug in the power there, and there's a power adapter just over there. And the LED strip, it goes this way. So if you try connecting it the other way, it's not going to work. So it's the face where all the LEDs are matches up to where the sticker is. So I'll just plug that in. And if it doesn't work, obviously try it the other way around, but I've already tested it and this is the way to put it in. Next thing to do is just plug it in. Next, let's turn on the LED strip. Plugged in and it's powered on straight away, it's working. And in terms of controls, obviously you've got your brightness levels there, that's at maximum brightness. Turn the brightness down, turn it off, turn it on. And then obviously you've got your RGB colors there. I'll just briefly show you them in action. Color representation looks pretty cool on there, and bringing the LEDs in close, hopefully that will give you a better idea of the quality to expect from it. You've got some modes here as well, so this is the flash, and then you've got strobe, fade, space between the colors, and then you've got smooth transition between it. So looking at it straight out of the box, basic functionality works straight away, which is good, no messing around with it, and nice having the remote so you don't have to rely on the app to change things. So let's make a start at setting up the app for this. So I'm at my Android phone. If we come over to the Play Store, this is the app we're after, iwi Link. Get it installed, sign up with an account and then log in. So now if I open it up, this is what you'll initially be presented with. You can see I've already got a smart plug in there. Now to add this in, if I click on the plus, and there's a quick pairing option, if I click on that, add one device. Now it's saying please set the device into pairing mode, and it just highlights the fact that it only works on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It doesn't work on 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Now you can see my Wi-Fi details are already in there because I've used the app previously. Now to get the device into pairing mode, taking the remote, you just hold on to the on button for about 5 seconds. And there you go, it's flashing now. So that's in pairing mode. And now it's requesting me to connect the phone to the device's AP. So it's in AP mode at the moment. And if you note just down below, that's the password for it. Now, if I drop this down, go to Wi-Fi, there's the device, enter in the password and click connect. Internet may not be available. keep Wi-Fi connection, I'll say. And now flipping back to the app, click next. And there you go, added in. So done to that. Device is connecting to Wi-Fi. It may take a few minutes to go online. Got it. And now let me check my Wi-Fi. It's back on my Wi-Fi network. So now there you go, indicating it's on. You've got a power button here. You turn it off, turn it on. You can see the indication changing there as well. And now clicking on it, this is where you can change the colors, standard sort of functionality. You've got the color wheel. You can just select the color you want on here. Brightness levels on here and saturation levels just over here. If I take that down, you can see the saturations out there. Next, you've got recent colors. Go directly to the colors that are on here. And now clicking below where it says music visualizer, you can adjust the speed and sensitivity. So you just make your adjustment, click save. Test 1, 2, 3. So it just goes at a different rate. Next, just to show the music sync functionality. So I've got my Bluetooth speaker over here, place it in the corner, and I play some music. So there you go, you've seen for yourself, it's reasonable. I wouldn't say it's that impressive. And turn it off, you just click off, pick a single color, and there you go, it's come off. And now turning it off, this is what you see in the interface. And if I press there, nothing happens. You've got to still press down here to turn it on. Then you've got schedule, so you can set timers on this like any other smart LED strip. You can see there, time you want, when you want it to occur, if you wanted it every day or just on a particular day. And then finally the action you want, either turning it on or turning it off. Back from here, back again. And then you've got timer, so you can add in a timer. And you could do, say after 30 minutes, you want it to turn off. So you can just put the action for off. Or if you wanted it on the off position and you want it to turn on after 30 minutes, you can do that in here. Coming back from there, then you've got color picker. So this is where you can use the camera to pick a color. So if I allow that, camera turns on, and there you go, it's picked the color from the box. Then you've got mode. If I click on there, you've got some scenes already set up. So colorful here, then we've got colorful gradient. It just alternates between the colors. So just a note, only a single color can be displayed on here. You can't have multiple colors coming on here like a dream color LED strip. So next we've got colorful breathe, RGB strobe, RGB gradient, RGB pulse, RGB breathe. Then you've got DIY gradient, DIY pulse, DIY breathe, and DIY strobe. Okay, back from here, just pick a single color, and then looking over here in settings, standard stuff, so you can rename it, you can put it as part of a group, and then you've got device ID and MAC address details down below, and then finally right at the bottom you've got delete device. Now in terms of remote connectivity, that should work as well. So if I turn off my Wi-Fi, I'm on my data now. If I turn it off, there you go, works straight away. So no ports to open on your router, cloud-based connectivity on here, standard for most smart devices. And there you go, that's all the options available on there. Next, just to show how to set up the device to work with both the Google voice control product and the Amazon product. Now coming over to the Google app here, going in there, the service you need to link into is called iwi Link Smart Home. It's this one here. Once you've selected it, you're going to be asked for your credentials, enter them in, and then coming back from here, there's the device there. I didn't rename it, so that's its default name. So you can turn it off, turn it on from here, go in there. You can change the brightness level, turn it off as well, turn it on, change the color. So you've got some set colors here. Standard sort of functionality you get with most smart devices, and obviously voice control is available too. Also you can rename it as well, so coming in here you can rename it from there, or you can rename it in the iwi Link app. Now coming out of there, going into the Amazon app, the skill you need to link in over here is called iwi Link Smart Home. Same thing again, select it, enter in your credentials, and it will link in. And then coming over to devices, lights, if If I scroll down, there's device there, and it's the same functionality again. You can turn it off from here, turn it on, go in there, change the brightness levels, set a color, all standard stuff. And again with this as well, voice control wise, you can control it via voice control. So change the color, turn it on and off, and change brightness levels. So all basic functionality is available on this. Now I've set up my Sonoff Zigbee bridge just to show what's possible with the LED strip, and I've added in a door sensor over here. Now what I've done, if I come over to scene, and I've created a scene, if I go in there, and what it means, if the door sensors opened up, then what will happen, the LED strip will turn on, there'll be a pause for 3 seconds, and then it will turn off again. So just to demonstrate this, if I now open it up, light comes on, 3 seconds later, turns off. So this is one of the cool things about having smart tech, so you can get it to do custom sort of scenes for you. So for in this example, you don't need an electrician, you can actually have an LED strip like this, say for instance in your porch, and when someone opens your front door, it can turn on automatically for a set period and then turn off again. So there you go, I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this LED strip. Simple to set up and configure, as you've seen. I wasn't too impressed by the music sync functionality on there, but other than that, a great LED strip. So hang around for the end cards. I'll have some more smart tech. Drop me a like if you've liked this video and let me know what you thought of this LED strip. Thanks for viewing and see you in the next one.